first opened in 1999. There's a good look at First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Tonight, we kick off Week 3 with a great Thursday night matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cleveland Browns. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Looking to throw right away is Watson. He'll buy some time, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The start less than ideal as they already face a 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Watson, and he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. 3rd and long. It's Watson. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Alex Highsmith drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. Fielded just inside the 30. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at their own 37. Pickett to throw on 1st down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 23 yards on the play.
And what many term as a down year for rookie quarterbacks, the Steelers took Pickett 20th overall because they knew him better than any other quarterback in the draft. They consider him the most pro-ready passer in the class. He's got plenty of gunslinger in him as well. You give him an inch of space to make a throw, he's going to try and make it into a mile.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
Even for a guy who many believe has become the standard in the league, Myles Garrett's 2021 was special. 16 sacks set a team record and were third in the NFL, and he made first-team All-Pro to the surprise of no one.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 23 yards the pickup there. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now as they're down to the 29-yard line. Safety Grant Delpit up to make the play. Well, this defense for the Browns much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. To throw on 2nd and 6. Pickett. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
I love the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Looking to throw, Pickett. Flushed out right. Got his target, Samuel. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want it to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
So 1st and goal now from the 7-yard line. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Being chased out left. This is caught. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
They'll try and run with Harris. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. So the completion good for 6 yards. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Here's Watson. Here's Chubb. Back-to-back catches for him. And some room to run now. Uses the stiff arm. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Watson. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Chubb fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held him to no gain.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Chubb again. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by York is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Now on 2nd and 13. Pickett steps away to his left. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. He got 29 yards that time. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 48-yard line. Now a give, running left is Harris. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Pickett. That swung out wide to Harris. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First and 10, here's Pickett. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they've been back on the heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Pickett setting up the screen. Harris. And he's got some space here. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 23 yards the pickup there.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? Here's Pickett. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. They'll try to run with Harris. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. The Browns drive about to get started. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And again, it's Chubb. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 1.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And some room to work. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by York is up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here. Pickett now on first down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Pickett. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. To the air on first down with Pickett. On the move to his left. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Browns are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
And the tough thing is when he goes back and reviews the film, he'll see that he already escaped the pocket. He could have gotten more himself by using his legs, and that might have been the better choice there instead of challenging the zone. A miscalculation on his part, and he pays for it with the interception.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. In motion is Grant. Now on 2nd and 13. Watson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Myles Jack with a sack. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the 3rd quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and All tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Dancing to his left. And he's got his target, Harris. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
This one was all about clearing space for this play to work because he's going to leak out of the backfield to his right, then angle his way up the field. And a really pretty throw to put it on him and create the big play downfield.
They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
To throw again on second down. Pickett. It's Rodgers here with a grab. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 36. Pickett right back to the air again. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
On second and 10. Pickett. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Miles Garrett, his second sack of the night. And that's his second sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And partner, it's still just the third quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting the sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. Looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down inbounds.
And that's why defenders are often frustrated offensive guys. Actually made the catch, looked good doing it, but couldn't get his feet down in order to finish off the takeaway.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. He'll field this at the 5. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Cleveland offense ready to go. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
And both sides searching for adjustments. They run again on first down. Chubb. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he's going to have a Browns first down as he gets this up past the 30 to the 32.
I know flashy plays, flashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield. Picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll try the air now with Watson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. In motion is Grant. On 1st and 10, Watson. Throw left side, there's Schwartz with it. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Watson. And his throw is incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series, because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. They run it again with Chubb. And some space here. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter. The York on now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here. Now Pickett. Buying time to his left. That is taken in by Rodgers. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. From the gun, here's Pickett. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 143 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. They give to Chubb out of the gun. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage. And now 3rd and 11 coming up. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. In motion is Grant. Throwing on 3rd down. Watson. Going out wide. Finds Chubb. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. On 4th down, Watson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he's got this down to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And it looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Pickett to throw. It's brought in by Harris. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Looking to throw here. Pickett. They'll roll him out right. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. And they'll try and run for the first with Sermon. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Here's Watson. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout, as he'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Now Watson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. But we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Midge used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Now Pickett. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jimmy Moreland. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way.
And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. Things turned out.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. All set up for him right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Boy, 175 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues. First throw in OT for Watson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT.